All right, first day in London, we're walking, saw the whiskey shop, and that's some of the most popular shops here. So heading to that right now, just to kind of take a glance. Probably not buy anything today since the event later this week. It's coming up right now. So there it is, the whiskey shop. Gonna head on in. Dudley House. Oh, this is the door. I need to go into. Right, head on in. Let me see if they let me film. All right, just walking in the door. This is their sort of window stuff that they have. But look, there's a Blanton's there. But I already asked permission. They said I can film down more. So I'm lucky to be trying some of these. I believe it's actually some of these that might be trying because it's about the age. But honestly, I forgot it's actually finished in sherry. So it probably isn't one of these. But there you go. 25-year here, 40-year here, 45 here. Moving over here, Duncan Taylor, 1969, age 50 years. So 10,850 pounds. So there's the Glenturret. Look at that. I mean, this is amazing. The boxes it comes in, really neat, really nice. Going to this next area, London. So this is some London whiskey. Looking at a 12-year, 13-year, 16, and 12. And mind you, this is just my entrance. I actually missed something on the other end. Look, Macallan, 200 years young. You got some 30 and 25. And also here, continuing along, Macallan Genesis. Wow, I've heard of that one. No pricing on that. And then, of course, in London, they're going to have the Macallan London edition. So, Glen Scotia, 50 years, pretty cool. And then there's another one up here. Federcarn, is that what it is? Another 50 years, 19,000 for that. Pretty amazing. Look at that. Right next to it, they have some Japanese, the House of Suntory here. So you got, your 12. Ooh, what's that? The cheetah. Chaita. Never heard of that one. Pretty cool. 25-year. And then just their normal selection of whiskeys as well. With the Hibiki over here. Nice, nice, nice. A lot of Macallan in here. Here's Art of the Flower. Really nice looking bottle. Coming down. Sir Peter Blake. Not sure what that's all about. And you got some Macallan 12 here as well. And if you just kind of want to see what pricing is, you can pause the video here to see the pricing. Now, presentation in this place is just really nice. I'm going to keep it pretty tight because there's other people in here and I want to get them in the video. But look at this. We got a 15-year here. A 21 that is a sherry cask matured, Pedro Jimenez and Oloroso, both nice. Wow, very, very nice. I'm gonna slide on over to this little Johnny Walker section. A little empty right now, but I'm sure they have others. But you got some blue. You got the Ice Chalet, which I've seen actually in my area and home. I don't think it's selling because of the price tag on it. It doesn't sell at home. And then you got this one, the Raoul Mishra. Look at this bottle. That's just, the art on it is just pretty amazing for sure. I just kind of wanted to give you a glance of everything without trying to get anybody in here, but holy cow, this is just such an amazing place. So just an overall kind of really quick view of it. But so we're gonna start up there and start moving our way down. Those look like distilled, 4 more distilled. Has some dates on there coming down. 4 more distillery. Kleinish distillery. So I don't know what these are. Gordon and MacPhail. Did they go pick from the distilleries and do like single barrels or something? It looks like what it might be. So you got a lot of interesting looking bottles here. Lock and Fine. Not knowing who they are. But you got 26 years, 25 years, 22. Look how light that is for 22. Isn't that kind of really, really light for a 22 year? But let me see. 44.3% alcohol by volume. And then you got like this one over here that's 26 years. less price, but a lot darker. Kind of curious. Are single malts allowed to add like coloring to theirs? Because you got another like an 18-year-old over here, super dark. So I'm kind of curious, why is the 22-year-old more expensive than the 25? But, very interesting. And then coming down, you got some more of these, but these are some taller bottles, younger ages as well. I'm gonna scoot down one more here. Ooh, living cast. The living cast. I wonder what that means. Definitely gonna look at that a little bit more because that's kind of curious. Caught my curiosity. So let's see. Living cask. The living cask constantly evolving. It improves with age. It changes in nature and never dies. Each batch is handpicked. Malt offers new discovery. Very cool. Very cool. On this shelf, I'm gonna start from the bottom up. Once again, some whiskeys I've not heard of, but you got some ages there. Some Isleys going on here. Single malts, first edition, aged in single casks. The first edition's not heard of theirs. But pricing, honestly, on them is not too bad if you look at the pricing. Coming up to this. Wow. A lot of things I've never seen before, never heard of. So let me know if there's something I should be trying. I'm here for almost a week, so if there's something I should be trying, let me know. But look at that. Coming up, old malt casks. Yep, we got some years on them, some aging on them. Trying to see why the darkness on some and the lightness on others. I wonder if maybe I'm missing something. I just need to kind of look at them a little bit closer and see, are any of these finished in something? Oh look, so there you go. Red wine barrels, bottles charged from refill hogshead, charged from refill butt. Cool. So that might be a big reason for these changes in color. You got the kingship and then the signatory up there. Let me show the kingship. I was looking at the bottles, not through my camera here. So can't get that top shelf, but I'll go to this next one here. As you guys can see, Balvenie, Tullamore, Long Mortlach. Pretty interesting stuff. Spee, I have heard of before, but I've never seen a bottle of it, so that's pretty interesting to me. Tamdu. I don't know what Glengoyne is. I don't know if any of you have heard of that. I bet Whiskey Shaman right now, when he watches this video, is gonna be like, wow, look at all those whiskeys that he hasn't tried either. So lots going on. I'll try to get this video out this week so that I have a chance to come back. So we got Thomaton in the corner, McNean, Bendromac, Glen, what was that, Glengasso? I need to stop pronouncing things here. And then you have the Glenfiddich as well, Dalmore, which, you know, pretty popular everywhere. Some good 18-year, 15-year, and 12-year as well. Macallan is very popular here, so they got a lot of Macallan up here, and going up more, we got that Glenfiddich as well. Some age stuff up there, and look at the, oops, need to go up, there we go. I messed up there. Look at that price. And I keep looking at the bottles. It says do my thing, but look at that 29-year-old is $9.99. I think that's actually less expensive than it was in the airport just a moment ago. Here's Ardenho. Not sure about that one, but Arbeck, of course, heard of that multiple times. You got the Lafroig going here, which honestly, that might be, I don't know, is that less expensive than what it is in the States? Balmore, Belair, Lac Le Monde. A lot of good age statements in here. I think they're known for carrying a lot more older age-dated stuff as well. Sorry if I'm going kind of fast. It's just a lot to look at. Here's their Japanese section. So start with Nika down here, Fuji and Slane. Moving up to the next one. Chichibu, not heard, but Nika whiskey from the barrel. That was actually one I saw at the airport. This one, I actually do like this one. I have that 12-year. Here's that Hibiki again, the Japanese one. Moving up to the next group, you got the 12-year and the 18-year here. Wow. It's interesting that the Yamazaki 18 is 6, but the Hakushu 18 is 12, so it's like double the price. All right, so here's some Irish whiskey here, but here's the American whiskey. Some Widow Jane, Woodford, Evan Williams, some Sazerac. Coming up, Cogsworth, hadn't seen that on the shelves anywhere. Four Roses, Rabbit Hole, Angels Envy. But here we go. Now you got some Blanton's on the shelf. Elijah Craig 18-year, Eagle Rare. And then we move up here, and then we got some Michter's. Look, there's a Michter's Limited Barrel, 132. That's not a bad price for that. Whistle Pig. Now, they're Weller Foolproof, 295. A little bit of pricey. And then here's this one. So I was looking at this, 382 for this Willet Purple Top. It's a 10-year. So let me know, is that something worth getting at that price? And then we're going, here we go. It's this last part, Highland Single Scotch. Coming down. These Compass Box always have these really nice labels on them as well. Looking at here, just a few of these. I haven't heard of Wireworks, Coswolds, Riley Bay. Nope. Here we are going down one more. Not heard of some of these here either. Let me know if you guys have. And then coming down for this. Now, after this, oh, there's that Wolfie again. After this, there's one more section I want to show you guys. It's their special limited section. All right, so let's start off with the Macallan. They got some Macallan here, exceptional single casks. Look at the pricing on those. Here's a Macallan Grand Reserve, bottled in 1997. Matured in cherry cask, distilled in 1979. Wow. Oh, look at these. Are these the Majesty's when she did hers? I think that's what these are. Kind of cool. With the picture of her on them. Got some more Macallan here. Now these, I think, are also numbered. So one of these are kind of like single barrel, but you got 27 and 30-year-old. A little bit of Owner's Cask and Centauri. And then we got some Tamdu and some Springbok. But I say the last part, the best part for last. Yep, they have some Pappy, some Van Winkle, George T. Stagg, William LaRue, and Thomas Handy. Oh, how you doing, Stan? All right, just a real quick update on these. So I was talking to them here. So this is a store pick for, that's what they do. So they get these special ones by these distillers, and then they finish them themselves. And that's why the color difference, like this is a double sherry finish. And so, and then something like this, Springbok, which is really hard to get, and at 22 years, that's why this 22 is more expensive than this like 26. So that's kind of it. And then this, also this old malt is only done here in London. So something that's very rare, and they're also like that, where they do small batches from special distilleries. So that's kind of the update on that. All right, this place was pretty amazing. If you look at it behind me, loving it. So heading out, need to go find my daughter, and my daughters and my wife. Coming out empty-handed today, but doesn't mean I won't be grabbing anything later on. But man, if you ever get a chance, I'm going to be definitely stopping. There's a lot of these whiskey stores around here. He was telling me, I can't believe it, but he told me last week they actually had a sale on all the George T. Staggs, 50% off. How many bottles would I have gone home with that, huh? 50% off. Wow. Anyways, my friends, first time shopping, trying to whiskey hunt here in London. Started off really good. Hopefully this gets better, and I will hopefully be able to pick up some bottles. I'm just waiting for the event. I'm trying not to get too bogged down before the event. So, all right, my friends, talk to you guys later. Cheers.